The Perfect Visit, Nurse Kevin's story.
To hospice nurse Kevin, it wasn't just another Tuesday. It was the best day of his life. As he arrived at Green Meadows Assisted Living, he parked his car and closed his eyes, centering himself in silence while taking a deep breath. He made sure his car was parked at a distance, being mindful to leave the visitor parking for the guests. Today's visit was not just about medical care, but about providing a comforting presence, an experience of peace. He checked his phone for any updates and noted one detail to bring up later in the visit. After switching his phone to vibrate, Kevin stepped out of his car. He looked at his reflection in the car window, adjusted his hair, and said out loud to himself, "I am a teacher," thus bolstering his confidence in his ability to guide and support his patient and the facility. After considering everything he would need, he gathered his essentials from his trunk and approached the facility with a purposeful stride. Kevin entered Green Meadows, his demeanor warm and inviting as he greeted the front desk staff and signed in. He proceeded to the locked memory care unit, a secure area where patients like Dorothy, his hospice patient, received specialized care. He casually asked the med tech in passing if she had any concerns. After a brief conversation, he knocked on Dorothy's open door and said, "Knock, knock! Hi, Dorothy. It's me, Kevin, your nurse." With a warm smile while reading the room, Dorothy, having severe dementia, responded with a long gaze and a subtle smile. Setting up his workspace, Kevin placed a barrier for his nursing bag. "I heard from your social worker, Nathan, that your granddaughter got married last weekend. It's so wonderful that you have that legacy," he said to her, and she smiled back at him. He sanitized his hands before kneeling down to get at her eye level. Even though he knew she couldn't respond due to her advanced dementia, he dignified her, calmly asking, "What is your biggest concern?" Kevin engaged in whole-body listening, observing her nonverbal cues. She quietly said the word, "Sarah." "Yes, your daughter Sarah loves you very much. Don't worry, I'm going to give her a call later and let her know how you're doing," he said while managing her expectations. He then pulled out his laptop and explained to her, "These help us so much so that your care team can stay on the same page." Kevin began hands-on care, doing a head-to-toe assessment, checking vitals and providing wound care. Since she was mainly in bed, Kevin did a 100% skin assessment, diligently checking for new issues. Since the facility staff was already taught on how to care for Dorothy, he progressed to the next step in the visit structure. Kevin was carefully considering Dorothy's diagnosis progression and anticipating what could happen next. He assessed her medication list, checked supplies and DME, and ordered a new, low air loss mattress to help provide relief. After contacting the doctor regarding a medication adjustment, he updated the team. Documenting the fresh details of the visit on his laptop, Kevin made sure not to overlook any important information. He thought for a moment on how to paint a picture using descriptive words, deciding to write that the wound looked like hamburger meat. He used charting techniques to accurately show historical comparisons, illustrating Dorothy's subtle decline. He updated the plan of care, tailoring it to Dorothy's evolving needs. He also made sure to tip the team one detail. Normally in his practice, he affirms the caregiver at this point, but since Dorothy is in a facility, he decided to call her daughter. "Hi, Sarah, I'm with your mom," he informed her, providing updates and checking in. He carefully managed expectations by teaching her that her mom's non-healing wound is normal and to be expected. After ending the call, he returned to Dorothy saying, "This facility is wonderful. They are doing a good job taking care of you. You have everything you need. Is there anything else I can help with? I have time." She smiled back. Kevin carefully cleaned up and packed his nursing equipment before closing out his charting. He showed Dorothy the number and view sheet on the wall before expressing his gratitude and leaving her room. Since it was a facility, he knew med carts can be hard to get into, so he saved it for the end after visiting his other patients. He tracked down the med tech. She told him,
"Don't worry, you're all good on meds."
Kevin gently replied, "You know me. I have to see it with my own eyes. Don't worry, I can wait. I have time." And patiently waited to get into the med cart. He took his time ensuring there was a full supply of scheduled and PRN medications. He proceeded to update the hospice binder and the facility sheet, and gave the facility the new physician order. He met briefly with the wellness director, assuring her, "Everything's going as expected with Dorothy. She's doing great. The new mattress will be here later today." He also suggested keeping an eye out for signs of temporal muscle wasting in other residents and offered to help introduce hospice services to their families if needed. After warmly saying goodbye to everyone on his way out, he made his way back to his car. He put his faith in the perfect visit and the hospice's system of support, and he mentally released his concerns for Dorothy so that he could return to his own family worry-free.